I did my unit plan on plants and the life cycle of plants. Some of the things that the students needed to know is the parts of plants, the functions, and identifying the life cycle in general. This is my interactive learning board. The first thing I have here is a plant life cycle, sort of like a sequence plate. The student will have to turn the plate to add the steps or the order. So the first thing, of course, would be the seed, and then they would turn the plate to do number 2. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, but number 2, then they would add the sprout, and so on and so on. We have the seedling and the flower. The next thing I have here are plant needs. I created a little pot using a cup. The student will need to choose the plant needs and place them onto the clip. Then they will press the clip to release the need into the pot. So for example, it's not standing upright right now, but they would release it and the soil would fall into the pot. And so they would choose what is the correct needs of the plant. Then over here we have parts of plants, and then we have it labeled: the flower, the stem, the leaf, and the roots. And then on the sides is the function of those parts of plants. So what the student needs to do is use a rubber band. For example, the rubber bands would be on the parts of plants, and the student will need to match the function. So roots is the anchor. Anchors the plant, absorbs the water and minerals from the soil. Then down here we have build your plant. It's also identifying and recognizing the parts of plants. The student is going to unclip the parts of the plant and build their plant. This is kind of hard to do one-handed, but you guys get the idea. This is the leaves. You might want to do the stem first. Those clips come off, and it's easier to release the parts off the clip. This is the stem. So you see, maybe they can do the leaf after, and then the roots. So they build their plant, and then these would be off to the side and not in order, and the student would have to peel them and then label. And then the last one, I think this is fun, it's cute. It's also parts of plants. The student will have to use the markers. Again, this would be upright, so I velcroed the packet of markers on there. The student would pick markers. They can color the flower or the plant, and then they would have to label. They would trace, labeling the parts of plants. So this is my interactive learning board.